Hey, what's going on, guys? Ghost here, and today I'm bringing us all the top 10 things that haven't changed here in Modern Warfare Remastered, because I did make a video talking about the top 5 things that have changed, but these things here are going to be just focusing on the things that are just there. They haven't changed anything from the just base games. The first thing is going to be the game modes. All the game modes are there. There was only one new game mode here in COD 4 Remastered, which I believe is only a kill confirmed, but we do have old school, we do have all the hardcore game modes, so all the game modes are here back in Modern Warfare Remastered. None has been taken out. And the next thing is going to be the weapon unlocks. So what I mean by that is the weapons are unlocked in the same exact order, just like in the original Call of Duty 4. So all the ARs, the shotguns, the pistols, the snipers are all unlocked in the same exact order, and all the guns are there too. That's like the most important part, is that they have not at all whatsoever added in any new guns or just like taken out any guns at all. And as well, the attachments are the same for pretty much every gun, and I believe as well are unlocked in the same order as well. So we have the attachments and the guns are pretty much there from the original Call of Duty 4. So at the number 8 spot, this is a pretty small thing, but I think it really does matter, and it's the theme song in the background. It's still playing, it's still there, just like in Call of Duty 4, and here's a listen. So it's definitely pretty sick how Raven Software actually kept that. And speaking of like audio, they actually kept the same exact announcers.
Team Deathmatch. Let's do this, Marines. It's a draw. Stand down. Team Deathmatch. Let's do this, Marines. It's a draw. Stand down. Team Deathmatch. Let's do this. It's a draw. Stand down. Team Deathmatch. Let's do this. Team Deathmatch. Make no prisoners, comrades. It's a draw. Team Deathmatch. Make no prisoners, comrades. It's a draw.
So having the announcers as the same as they were back in COD 4 is a huge thing, because the announcers were definitely one of the most, I guess, iconic things about Call of Duty 4. And if you remember back during COD XP in September, they actually did not have those same announcers way back in the original. They had different ones, and people definitely were complaining about that. There was definitely a huge outroar about that, and Raven Software has listened, so they did change it back to the original, which is great because they're staying true to the original. And speaking of staying true, they actually have the same exact prestige icons as the original Call of Duty 4. So prestiges 1 through 10 are there with the same exact icons, and they have added in 10 more prestiges, so there's 20 prestiges, but as for the first 10, the icons are the exact same, which is awesome. So at the number 5 spot, one thing that hasn't changed at all are the original camos. So we have blue tiger, red tiger, digital, woodland, and desert, as well as the gold back in COD 4 Remastered. They're all there just like the original, which is just great because the camos are definitely a huge part in Call of Duty 4. So it's awesome how Raven Software has stayed true to those camos and just have kept them the same. And that's pretty much it at the number 5 spot. So coming at the number 4 spot, we do have some of the original maps from Call of Duty 4 into Remastered, and we will get the rest of the maps in December. So that's why I'm having this on this list, because by next month we'll have pretty much all of the maps that did come with Call of Duty 4, and I guess that's really a huge part of the game, just having those fan favorites, those original maps in Call of Duty 4, like Crash, like Vacant, like Shipment, like Overgrown and such. So it's good that they are going to have all the maps returning in Call of Duty 4 Remastered. So at the number 3 spot, we do have the original kill streaks. They're here, they're the same thing, just like COD 4, 3, 5, and 7. UAV, airstrike, and the helicopter, pretty much the same exact thing. And the next thing at the number 2 spot is going to be the perks. They have not at all taken out any perks from Call of Duty 4. Like, I'm surprised that Juggernaut's still there, Stopping Power, Last Stand, Martyrdom, like Frags Time 3. It's crazy how all those perks are the same, and that's great how they kept to the original so much with all these perks. They're pretty much the same, they look the same, they act the same. It's there, It's Call of Duty 4 at its core, and coming out the #1 spot, I think is, I guess, the biggest thing here, the biggest thing, just the best thing that they have kept with Modern Warfare Remastered, and it's actually the guns. Like, they have not taken out any guns. I believe they haven't like decreased or increased or like changed any damage stats or any fire rate stats with the guns. They pretty much have the same exact recoil patterns. They pretty much have the same exact damage, and that's just great, just because there's some iconic guns back in Call of Duty 4, like the Desert Eagle, the M4A3, the MP5, the M16, the AK-47, and it's just awesome how they haven't messed with them at all whatsoever, because if they did, then it wouldn't really be a remaster. You know, the guns are pretty much the most important part about a Call of Duty game here, and I think it's just great how they kept to the original, and they pretty much did a great job at having them back in Call of Duty 4 Remastered. So that's pretty much the top 10, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next video. So peace out.